I am pleased to introduce those who are in the midst of their Earn Enough Money to Go Back to England North American tour, promoting their album entitled Album Titles Are for Sellouts, and you can put that on the album. Here's the Ted Brogan Project. Let's give them a hand.
All right! All right, thank you every people. We are, of course, the Ted Brogan Project. And I mean, we are here to melt your faces, figuratively. Don't worry, it won't actually happen. But before we get into that, we realize there might be a little bit of a mix-up. I know a lot of our fans are actually confusing us, the Ted Brogan Project, with the Ted Brogan Experiment.
Oh yeah, it's terribly confusing. I mean, I have to go to the wrong band practice.
It's very true. It's very true. I mean, so to clarify, Ted Brogan started the Ted Brogan Project, and then...
No difference?
It literally makes no difference. So, here's... Ted Brogan, he started the Ted Brogan Project. He felt he wasn't getting enough kind of recognition, so he left the band, started the Ted Brogan Experiment.
Which is definitely not supposed to be confused with the Ted Brogan Experience, which is of no relation whatsoever.
It's completely different. So you see what had happened was my brother, Daniel Mendesley, and myself, Chad Mendesley, continued on with the Ted Brogan Project, mainly because we couldn't come up with a new name for the band. But that's okay. We figured it might confuse the fans anyway, so I decided, you know what? We need to stop people leaving the band so that we don't have to worry about this. So I said, you know what? I'm putting a rule in place. No other people may leave the band. My brother didn't like that, he left the band.
That's where I come in.
That's right, Johnny is our new guitarist, and I have to say, ever since he's joined the band, ever since he's joined the band, I've been quite disappointed, actually.
I am quite terrible. I mean, once I joined the band, I realized I needed more lessons.
It's true, he needed at least one, that was the big problem.
At least one. I mean, joining, I realized that I really do know zero about music.
But that's alright, we went with it, we decided, hey, you know what, we'll just become a heavy metal outfit, and nobody's noticed.
Right.
So it's all working out very well.
Yeah.
Well, with that, we're going to get to the rocking and melting your faces now, because we have a Christmas song now that's all about how stupid all the commercialism is in Christmas, and we should set it all on fire.
Yeah, the title of the song is How Stupid Commercialism Is in Christmas, and how we should set it all on fire.
Yeah! We felt it was a very appropriate title.
Oh, yes.
However, I should point out, we hope we don't get lost in the metaphor. I mean, I know it's a very difficult metaphor.
But, Chad, they wouldn't get lost. I mean, they're sitting, right? It's kind of hard to get lost in a metaphor. I mean, especially since it's like a, an abstract idea, right?
Right.
Not an actual place.
Well, obviously a metaphor is not actually a place. I don't think they're going down the A34 down to Liverpool and just like, oh, I made a funny turn and I wound up in a metaphor. I mean, no. I don't think anybody, I meant lost as in confused in the mind.
You lost me.
Precisely.
Oh, good. I'm on the right track then.
Right. See, here's the problem. There's all this Christmas talk, and people have sold Christmas out.
Yeah.
We have all these unnecessary traditions, and it's just ludicrous. We need to get rid of it all.
Yeah, we need to throw it in the bin.
That's right. We need to get rid of commercialism and get rid of it.
Yeah, we need to set it on fire.
That's right. We need to get rid of the tinsel and the Christmas lights.
Yeah. Well, hold on a minute now. I like tinsel. And Christmas lights. But what?
Well, Johnny, there's a big problem with that because after all, I mean, Christmas lights and tinsel, they're a part of this Christmas machine. They're getting in the way.
But I like them. I mean, when I think of tinsel and Christmas lights, right, I think angels are going around sprinkling tinsel everywhere, right? And at the same time, another angel, who's probably an electrician, is putting up the lights and stuff. I mean, that's what I always imagine.
All right, fine. We'll keep the tinsel. We keep the Christmas lights. All right?
All right.
But we're going to get rid of the presents and the eggnog, and we're setting them on fire.
But it wouldn't be very wise to burn eggnog. I mean, it probably wouldn't smell very great. And I've already bought some.
Well, okay, fine, the eggnog can stay, but we're burning the presents out!
Well, hold on a sec. It still doesn't solve my problem. I mean, I bought all these presents, right? Eggnog, in fact, right? And if we're going to burn them, right, we're in the same boat. Except it wouldn't really be a boat. It's more like my garage filled with cartons of eggnog.
Okay, fine. Okay, we'll keep the presents, we'll keep the eggnog, and we'll just continue on. But we're going to go straight to the heart of commercialism and get rid of all these Christmas trees. We'll lighten them up. All right.
My mum wouldn't like that. I mean, it's already in the house and decorated. And, I mean, it'd create one heck of a mess. I mean, really? Like, the house might even catch on fire, too. I mean, probably. Right? I don't have that much pledge.
Oh, okay, well, you may not have enough clean... I wish you would have told me this before we had come up here, because you're kind of sandbagging me now. All right, well, we need Christmas trees to burn, because they're wood. They're kind of the base of the fire.
But how does burning Christmas trees get rid of commercialism?
Well, I mean, you can't really go out and burn commercialism, right? I mean, you can't go down to the local shop and say, hey, I'd like to have a nice warm campfire. I'm all out of wood, so I was just hoping I could buy some commercialism because I heard it'll work in a pinch. I mean, it's no sense. I mean, it would be a terrible fire. Where would you put the match? There's nothing there.
Well, I was thinking about that. I hoped you'd figured it out.
Well, that's why we are burning symbols of commercialism.
But why are all these things symbols of commercialism? I mean, isn't commercialism like an abstract idea?
Obviously!
Right, so, hold on, let me get this straight. But wouldn't, you know, the problems and everything, right, with tradition and the stuff, right, wouldn't that all be rooted in our attitudes, not like the problems, right, not with the stuff?
The problem of commercialism is in our attitude?
Yeah, well, I think.
Well, actually, that makes a lot more sense. Well, I mean, this is just right now. We wrote this song. We have nothing to do now. I mean, now that makes sense. Commercialism is in our attitude. But, well, awesome. What are we going to do?
Well, we could sing a lovely Christmas tune. Yeah.
I like that. All right. We can go with this. How about, like, just a face-melting rendition of Oh Silent Night? Here we go. Oh Silent Night. Here we go. All right, before you start, I just have to stop, actually. I have to jump in here. This is a terrible idea. My ears are already screaming and you haven't started playing. For fear of what will come out of that thing.
Well, I am terrible, I guess.
Yes, you are quite terrible. No, I should get you a guitar lesson for Christmas.
That would be lovely. That would be lovely.
Well, very good. Well, I'm kind of... This concert's kind of... It's kind of a bust. Thank you, Kelowna! Thank you for having us, Kelowna! Bravo! You're a wonderful concert. We should start really playing more music at our concert. I think it's kind of an issue.
Yeah, I think so too.
I wonder if people are noticing.
I mean, I don't even know if this is...
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.